Hello, good night to our viewers. This is Night Nextcat Film News, broadcast from the city of Monterrey. Today is Friday, March 4, 2022. Welcome to the news. My name is Ricardo, and we being quite a free culture special and raising money in uses that have impacted history in many cultural aspects and course notes. We're being quite government of the United Kingdom. Her, Ma- Her Majesty's government is a term used to refer to the government of the United Kingdom. In addition to the United Kingdom, the prices was used by other countries that recognize, recognize the British head of state as their home. In British constitutionality, law exclusive power belong virtuality, virtuality to the monarch and is exercised through ministers. In reality, the government is exclusive autonomy constituted by the ministers of the march. In the Commonwealth, the tail government does not refer to parliament or the courts, but only to the exclusive. The terms Her Majesty's government of the United Kingdom or Her Majesty brings government might be used to have ambiguity. The current Prime Minister is Boris Johnson, who took office on July 24, 2019. 2019. He leads the Conservative Party, which won the majority of seats in the House of Commons in general election on June 8, 2017, while Theresa May is party leader. The government is led by the Prime Minister, while elected minister collectively they form the cabinet. Government minister must attend and answer to Parliament. The woman depends in Parliament to legislative elec- an election are held every 5 years to form the House of Commons. Unless a motion of no consent in the Commons triggers yearly election. After an election, the monarch shows as Prime Minister. The leader of the party thus is expected to obtain majority support. Under Britain's constitutional law, exclusive power belongs to the monarch. Out this autonomy is exercised only by the Prime Minister and his cabinet. White cabinet members as being the monarch as members of the Private Council. They also exhibit their power directed as leader of the different minister departments. Now we go to the film selection by my colleague Nancy.
Hi, my name is Nancy Alejandra, and now for the part of films with the greatest cultural impact, let's see a review of the importance of British cinema films in the history of world cinema. There are many famous UK films, some of them have been widely recognized over the past decades. A fact is that 8 of the 10 highest grossing films in history have British dimensions. It is too likely that by mentioning them, you have seen or know any of these films. In number one, we have Titanic, a love story between Rose, who belongs to a very affluent family, and Jack, who is a nobody. Rose decides that after ships reach New York City, she abandoned her family and ran away with Jack. In number two, we have The Lord of the Rings, a peaceful hobbit who is content with living in a distant corner of Middle Earth, is given a challenge. He must obliterate the ring of power to prevent the forces of evil from getting a hold of it. And number 3, we have Harry Potter. Harry Potter series is a history about a young orphan, Harry Potter, who lives with his maternal aunt and uncle. And their son, the Dursleys, at the age of 10, he know that he is a wizard and has been offered admission in Hogwarts. And this was all by the section of the most famous British films in the history of cinema. Now we go to the British tradition section with Mauricio.
Good night, everyone. My name is Mauricio, and I will talk to you for more important holidays and traditions in the UK. Let's start with Jorvik Viking Festival. This festival is one of the most important Viking theme events in Europe and attracts thousands of people from all over the world. This celebration is in the second week of February. Continue with High Festival. This celebration is at the end of May, about the 10 days of celebration. This festival attracts and thousands of people. Out of origin, it was a period literary festival. This there are Caribbean winners from the United States. This is guy like this and actually uh, this festival celebrates the 5th of November, the celebration of the population fanatic they tried to attack Parliament with a bomb. During the celebration, a figure of this terrorist is cremated. There is no other place in the whole of the UK that beats news in hosting this holiday. Here you can see parades, barrels of pitch that rolls in flames through the streets, and impressive bonfires on the outskirts of the city, as well as a fantastic pyrotechnic show as a closing act. And finally, the folk mini war for the last day of the year and is celebrated in true Scottish style with family and friends. There are also various events which take place around the country from torchlight, processions, and street parties with music events. And here's how we celebrate like Scott the Bells is the phrase used to describe the midnight when New Year's Eve become and New Year's Day. How like Eve is sung to celebrate the starts of the New Year at the stroke of midnight. Fierce footing is a tradition in Scotland that describes the fierce food in the house after midnight. Traditional gifts include a leaf of coals to place the host fire along with shortbread, a black bun, and whiskey to toast the new year in. And this was all for the part of British tradition. Now let's see the television section with Miguel.
Good night, Miguel Lazarin here inform you. Did you know that actually today, March 4 of 2022, thousands of people on the United Kingdom still watch TV on black and white? It's not about some hipster mode, but in the United Kingdom, more than 7,000 people still watch black and white TV. In this country, colorful transmission started on 1967 on June when the channel BBC2 emitted Wimbledon Tennis Championship. Today, a lot of time later, there's people who still enjoy watching TV with a vintage style. In this country, anyone who sees or watches TV has to pay. Actually, the so-called TV license is destined to finance the BBC, which forms part of BBF News World. It costs the equivalent of approximately $196 a year. The license is mandatory to those who want to join Watch TV. On October of last year, authorities revealed that in 2017, more than 26,000 people in the age of 18, 25 years old were caught watching TV with adolescents. And this was a little bit of the United Kingdom culture brought to you by your trolley, Miguel Lazarin. And now let's see the typical British food part with Erick.
Thank you and good morning, audience. My name is Erick, and I'm going to explain the classic dishes, England dishes. 1. Beefsteaks, oyster and kidney pudding. Under Mackenzie's steak and oyster pudding recipe is a hearty amalgamation of two British classics, steak and kidney pudding and beef and oyster pie. Serve dish at the center of a table with your choice of size. Some mash and winter greens will work perfectly. Use a hard-working cut of beef for the flame, such as breads of chuck stick. 2. Westmoreland pepper cake. Fruit cake that has a distinctive kick from lots of black pepper. Other ingredients include honey, cloves, ginger, and walnuts. 3. Fish and chips. The fresh fish is dipped in flour and dipped in batter and deep fried. It is then served with chips, and usually you will be asked if you want salt and vinegar added. Sometimes people will order curry sauce, mushy peas, or pickled eggs. Traditionally, fish and chips were served wrapped in old newspaper. Nowadays, they are wrapped in greaseproof paper and sometimes paper that has been specially printed to look like newspaper. You often had a small wooden or plastic fork to eat them with too. Although it's cute to use your fingers. 4. Syllabub. In the 17th century, a milkmaid would send a stream of new warm milk directly from a cow into a bowl of spiced cinders or ale. A light curd will form on top with a lovely whey underneath. This, according to Elizabeth David, was the originally syllabub. Today syllabub is more solid and mixes share and brandy, sugar, lemon, nutmeg, and double cream into a custard-like dessert or an eggnog-like beverage, depending upon the cook. 5. Trifle. Layers of actual swacked sponge cake alternate with fruit, custard, and whipped cream. Some people add jelly, but that for kicks. And we finish with the typical food section. Now let's see the section of shows with Cesar that has very interesting news for you. Thank you and goodbye.
Good night, people. I'm Cesar. Let's see the show section. Emma Charlotte Durer Watson is an English actress, model, and activist born in France. Best known for having played the character of Hermione in the Harry Potter films series. Watson was cast as Hermione at the age of 9, having the previous participation only in the school plays. She starred along with Darrell Radcliffe and Rupert Grint in all-age films in the motion picture series. Due to her work on Harry Potter has been honored with various awards and is estimated to have earned 2 $26 million, Watson made his first appearance out of Harry Potter on the BBC One television ballet shows on December 26, 2007, and garnered an audience of 5.2 million. In 2008, she voiced Princess P in the animated film The Tale of These Perks, based on the eponymous books by Catherine D. Camillo. In 2011, he participated in the My Week with Marilyn, his first job after finishing the Harry Potter saga. In 2012, he starred alongside Logan Lerman in the film The Perks of Being a Wallflower, based on the novel by Stephen Chbosky. In 2013, he acted in The Bling Ring, a film by Sofia Coppola based on real events. And in 2014, he appears in Noe, the biblical epic of Darren Aronofsky. This was the show section, and we conclude with today's newscast on the focus of the United Kingdom. We hope you like it, and have a nice day.